Andre Lee's. Medium elite. What the hell? I just took a flyer on him. Oh, he drops to 12. That's all Kaiser Soze. My scouts didn't do anything. 0 points for Matthew Tkachuk. 0 points for Matthews. That's realistic, I suppose. Pasta. We couldn't score. How does Pasta have 0 goals? No way. A rematch of 2011. Oh no, the streets can't take it. Come on. All right, you two, we have returned. The Boston Bruins took James Hagens, 7th overall. He's medium elite in this game. Now, I want to rebuild the Bruins similarly to how I rebuilt the Flyers in the previous video. Link in the description, video card indicator in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. We know the Bruins. They're big, they're bad, they're physical, they play a heavy game, but they also have skill. And we have Pasta, we have... Geeky's having a career year in real life. He's depending if... I don't know, did they extend him or he was already signed to this contract? So, I mean, that's good news for Boston if you can keep up at least top 6 production. You got McAvoy, Middlestead on a 2-year deal, Lindholm, a bit overpaid, for a second line center, but he's like Bergeron light, he's that two-way forward, and we're hoping Hagens can develop into that top line center for us. Saka's found a home in Boston. The defense is actually okay. Zadorov's fit in nicely. Mitten they got in the Carlo deal. Janot has a long-term deal, so there's some pieces here. I definitely want to augment what's already here in the system. We got Poitras, medium top 6 is nice. Lascelles, trying to get his chance, huh? He hasn't quite cracked the big club. Maybe he's a trade candidate. Zellers, he's playing World Junior Hockey right now. A bunch of top 9s here. But Hagens is the big boy with Poitras as that next generation. Goalie, Swayman's the big dog, so we have that core of Swayman, Pasta, and McAvoy. We have to find a way to help them be competitive. That's why Kaiser Soze is on the case. Okay, Marco. My coach got butthurt because I said I had no expectations. I mean, this roster might take 1 year for me to turn it around. But if you can consider liking and subscribing, hey, maybe Boston can be competitive in real life this year. They're playing well for the most part. My Spotify's in the description if you want to check out my music. I'm working on a new song, cooking up some heat as we start the season 1-1. Good sign. This is like the worst implosion in all time, guys. We're like 20-11, are we not? We can't not lose in regulation now. Start raging already, bro. We just started. You just needed to get a point here. I wanted to bring in Troy Terry, but we had no cap space. We lost 37 games, guys. This is why I had no expectations. Marco Sturm, year 1, it's fine. We have two first-round picks. Let's see if we get some lottery luck. Geeky and Costa have decent seasons. For the scoring settings that I use, I mean, those are fine seasons. Just we folded in the clutch. We were like 20-11 at one point. And I think around January, we just fell apart. So we'll give Marco Sturm another year. Like by year 3, if we're still struggling, then he's gone for surely. Because he can't afford to waste Pasta and McAvoy's prime. We are 12th, and Toronto made the playoffs. So I think the kids will come up this year. Like my pending UFAs, we're gonna release them. We have some guys tied up to multi-year deals, but we can always bury them in the minors if nothing else, or trade them away. Let's take a flyer on this Nordmark, or do we go with Malhotra? We have Hagens and Poitras. I like that name though. We have a guaranteed top 4 here. I think our blue line's okay. Let's take a flyer on Nordmark. Marcus Nordmark from the SHL. Top 6 playmaker, not bad. Oscar Hemming, power 4. That's a Bruins pick right there. Medium top 6, 69 overall, not bad. I'm gonna take this goalie here just for the trade value. 47 overall. Del Monte, American. Okay, I brought back Peak. I released Arvidsson. There's no one really here that I want to sign. How about RFAs? Everyone will come back. Maybe some of these lower overall guys I'll let go. Brother, what are you doing? I'm pressing down! Release! Okay, I want to bolster that top 6. What if Bayev shoots the puck? Is he a Bruins pick? Not really. There's another player I have in mind, depending on how much salary we can... Depending on whether we can make the salary work. Well, let's go through. They don't want to give him away. This second. We still have our second for this year. John Carlson, rounding out the top 4 for 1 year. We can always flip him if things go south. And I guess the mull on it. How about this? Kuzadinov, Middlestat, and a third, because we have Poitras, I nearly forgot, coming up. And Minton. Year 2, Swayman and Corpusalo. I put in Hagens. Yuki Haru and Chano on the bench. I'll tag in Chano for one of these guys. I don't know what's happening down here. Sturm does not like playmakers, apparently. Got Dorofeyev, Barbashev. I might bump him up, depending on how the top 6 performs. He's basically a clone of Zaka in terms of coaching and line fits. We're gonna have Hagens first line time, at least 5-on-5. I think we can push for a wild card, if not actually hold on to our playoff spot this season. Steve's played well last season, and I think taking less penalties with guys like Kestelek and Jano on the bench will help. Here's the blue line. I'm excited. John Carlson for 1 year. We can always flip him at the deadline if things go south. End of year 2, the Bruins have clinched a wild card spot, as I predicted. What the That third line... This guy could be in the trade block. I couldn't find anything worth trading for. Poitras, terrible. Poitras! You know, you're like on thin ice in real life, bro. Like, the Bruins didn't think highly enough of you to give you a chance at a roster spot. Minton. -10. Gotta fix that bottom 6. I like Pasta, point per game, over a point per game. Hagens, 50 points in his rookie year. It could be a Calder. And Zaka. Dorofeyev, 25 goals is nice from Geeky. That third line, Barbashev didn't pop off the way I thought he would. I gotta fix that. That bottom pair, something about Zadorov not working with either of these two guys. I don't get it. Goaltending was fine. And we have the New York Rangers. On the road, yeah, we're a wild card team after all. I subbed in Jeannot for Lassell. I'm kind of over Lassell. He remains unchanged. Good split. Come on, 3-1 series lead. Why not us, Boston? Why not? Bruin hockey, big, bad, and nasty as we split the first 4 games. Shut out. Not advisable, not ideal. Swayman, I need you. Big sway dog. First period. Peaky cuts it in half. Oh yeah. There it is. Dorofeyev. I bumped down Dorofeyev. I bumped up Barbashev. Peaky with 2. Power play. Power play is a bit anemic. Might have to tinker with that. Special teams in general are not performing well enough as we squander 2 power plays. Come on. Look at the shot differential. We're gonna force game number 6. Well done. Good grind out victory. Big timely goal scoring across the board. 1 game from Swayman. That was a good game, but I need like a lock-in legacy performance, okay? You wanted to get paid Boku bills to be the number 1. Well, here's your chance. Parson and a nobody ties it. Suck. There it is. Pasta and Dorofeyev. Okay, so maybe some more favorable matchups for Pavel. Come on, halfway through the frame. Routine. Can Swayman hold on to the routine? Can he maintain the routine? 5 minutes. Hold on. The Bruins, JT Miller, the captain. Hold on a second, 90 seconds. And we survived to go on to the second round for the first time since 2019? Or no, since 2024. So not recent history. Face the Flyers, who advanced. We're on the road, too. Ooh. AHL team's doing well. Come on, big bad Bruins. Ooh, this is a nice rivalry. Yeah. Check the calendar view. We're right there with them. Come on. Okay, we were. Let's go best lines. They got Bobrovsky, I just saw. They brought back Bob. It's a great move for them. Let's go best lines. Set it and forget it. Let's just sim. We'll go to the simcast. They are flying right now. Look at Bobrovsky. Yeah. Come on, boys. Can we make it respectable? Pasternak on the peeper. Martone. You know about Porter. Is taking a lot of Hems, though. We should be on the power play. Mason Marchman. Is Kaiser Soze in 2 places at once? No 2010 style comeback for the Boston Bruins. So we get Sweat, Martin, Jesus, Swayman. Golly, bro. I can understand our offense falling asleep, but where the hell's our defense? The Flyers. They will be facing Tampa Bay. And we will be teeing off early. Chicago wins the Cup. Tampa wins the Presidents, Chicago, and then Chicago and Tampa rematch of 2015. Pasta wins the Art Ross. Interesting. 89 points? Hagens wins the Calder, succeeding Ryan Leonard. Conn Smythe goes to Tyler Bertuzzi of all people. Montembeau with the Vesna. William M. Jennings to Bob. Scuderi wins the Calgary coach wins to Jack Adams. Crosby with another Selke. And Pasta with the Rocket Richard. Let's go with that gem. And I'll try and trade for the defenseman that I have in mind. This guy here in Finland. Kukasarvi. Jesus. Very European, this rebuild thus far. Skvortsov. Gem with Rocket. Medium top 6 is still nice, though. These picks for the second from Anaheim. Yes, they still have their second. I want to take that defenseman, and then we'll see what else is available. If not, I can flip my picks for next year. Kukasarvi. Did he get picked up already? Hello? Okay, well, I'll settle for Schultz, or Schutz. That finished defenseman must have gotten taken. Computer rarely goes off the board, but that's fine. Forward prospect and a deep prospect. I can live with that. I see where he went to. Ponk goes to St. Louis. Good players here. Batal drops to 6. Wow, I rarely see that. Rocco Pelosi, Jacobson, Cripps, Eklund Aspie, Belonda. Ooh, 17th overall, Samsonov. It chops off a bit. Also, yeah, we hit the right pick. 73 overall, power forward's not bad, though. Who's one do we know about? I want to see that defenseman. Damn, so we got the better... I'm glad... when one door closes, like I said in the past. Okay, just flip my 4th and 6th for 3rd via Edmonton. It's St. Louis's pick via Edmonton. And a 7th D-man just to make the trade go through. Same entire draft, baby. How about a 6x6 for Lowry? I like that deal. Got 2 million left. We have to sign Carlson, I want to bring back, and Zaka. Should be doable. 8.35 for 3 for Zaka. I actually really like this deal. So we can trade that away anytime. Carlson, talk to me, son. 1 year no move? Okay. Okay, let's left the organization. Let's get down to 8 if we can. 1. I should do it. And we'll go to free agency. We'll try and round out the team a bit more. Alright, let's sell. We have our depth players now. I'll flip them for 2/3. I can weaponize. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, they've had Granlund in the past. No, it's not completely unrealistic for Dallas to be interested in a guy like that. It just wasn't going to work out here. And that could be what happens in real life. Okay. Sacrilege. I know you see it. Gally G on a 1 year. Just to play in the bottom 6. I wanted to get a little more tougher. Not tougher per se, but like more just well-rounded. And LaSalle just wasn't fitting out. Boyd Truss will be the playmaker in the bottom 6. I need him to like have a good season. 20 points isn't... It could be better. A lot better. But minus 12 is not good. So I'm hoping with Suter and Barbashev. Barbashev decreased, unfortunately. He's going into a contract year. So I need him. I could always bump him up. What did he do in the playoffs? I didn't look at the playoff scoring. Would be better. Dorofeev, he's locked up. Defensively, Carlson for 1 year. No changes back here. We have Yokoharu and Jano on the bench. I'll tag him in. Corpusalo, is he in the last Rivers deal? Yes, he is. He's getting older and getting worse. Swayman is our guy. Let's try again. I'll clean up this team. Do we have anyone like it's on the cusp of being ready? Not that I can see. This is not it, bro. What has changed? Look at the plus minuses. It's Pasternak and everyone else. I just extended Stern. Barbashev, you're gonna be traded. You're done. And Hagens, really fucking bad. You were playing the year with Pasta. You have sophomore slump. McAvoy, I was considering naming you captain. What the fuck is wrong with you? Zadorov, can I trade you away now? Trade him away anytime. We can't score, but like, it doesn't excuse the plus minus. Trading away Barbashev. Dear God, bro. 2 picks for Barbashev. God, what a... Talk about selling low on an asset. Alright, shipped out Suter for a 7th and Charlie Stramel, tie top 9. Center power forward. I'm gonna give Sturm like the first portion of next season. If he shits the bed, he's getting fired. I don't care, we'll eat the salary. God, what a bust this season has been. Oh, I forgot John Carlson. Can I convince you to waive your no trade clause, sir? Or no move? I'll trade you to one team. That's fine. We'll do right by him. Let him have the power. He's earned that right. 38 years old. The Rangers. Okay, I can dig that. Let's go through. We get 3 prospects, including our old friend Neuenschwander, and Shen, who's an expiring deal. For Carlson and Zadorov. I get Zadorov off of our team. 2 seconds, got it done. So we got a medium elite playmaker prospect, 68 overall at 20 years of age. Hagens gets relegated to the 4th line. Yeah, I think Sturm might have to go. Let's see how we finish the season. If we just completely crater, then I might just fire Sturm. 4 points, we missed out. Yeah, okay, let's give Sturm the first portion. We'll give him to like Thanksgiving. We'll give him a pick at least. We're just wasting Pasta, 45 goals. We're just wasting Pasternak. Who did I name captain? Did I give it the captaincy to Lindholm, I think? The computer wanted Lindholm to be captain, so I gave it to him. Can we get to the playoffs? Or the, yeah. AHL's tearing it up. Oh, speaking of which. 12th overall pick for the Boston Bruins. I'm concerned. We're wasting, and... Do my scouts just take the season off or something? Andre Lees. Medium elite. What the hell? I just took a flyer on him. There he is. And he's ready to go. He drops to 12. Okay. That's all Kaiser Soze. My scouts didn't do anything. So I'll go through. Let's see if we can get that defenseman. Too far off. That lucrative 7th round pick in there, baby. Jude Moran. Welcome to the Boston Bruins, baby. 64 overall. Okay, gem though. He's a gem. I have never been able to get Matthews on the team. We will have the cap space. 11 mil can still fill out the team. We need defensemen, a couple of depth forwards, but this could drastically change things. And there'll be no excuse for Sturm and company. Will this go through? Will he no, he doesn't like the organization enough, but I'm signing the contract. Okay, can I get rid of Janot's contract? We need a defenseman. We're going to get rid of the Jude Moran guy we just acquired. Guliev's under contract, works on all D pairs. Offensive defenseman, so he can help out a little bit. And there's another D-man I have in mind. This is too far off. I don't mind trading a future asset for right now. 3rd. Let's put it over the top. Yes, it does. Now, I'm going cheap, and this guy will also be an RFA. Guliev will be an RFA, and this player will be an RFA. We had him recently. They just went to the Cup, I think, but they're sellers. Bonk. I will be willing to give you a rookie. Let's be enough. Top 6 defenseman, he's 73, so nothing, he can't exactly backfill. That's the 3rd, 7th, and a 4th. Too far off. Holding on to a 1st, of course. There it is. Okay, I think we're set. 9 million to work with. We have a lot. Wait, I thought we had less than that. I would have gone after like a Mikey Anderson, but hold on a second. Okay, I would have gone after like a Mikey Anderson then. Okay, I'll keep Mikey on the short list then. Big boy sign, Poppy, stash on the team. We're gonna play like this. +1. See, Marco Sturm. Yeah, I want to give him till Thanksgiving. If we're like struggling, then he's gone. This should be like a +4 at least. How is this line +4? You know, Lees will get the start with X factors. He could grow quickly. He's 18. He's young. The shot's not quite there. The offensive awareness ain't quite there. Hagens gets scratched if I go best lines, so we're gonna rock like this. Start. Fav, or Fav, like this. Let's just start like this. Let's start like this. To start, I'll make changes as we go. It's Latorno and Mitten on the bench. We'll supplement for like a Shen and O'Reilly, who we brought in just to solidify the bottom 6. Bonk Lowry. Like this. Yeah. Lampess is getting older. One more year after this season. He'll be gone after next year, most likely. And it is Swayman and Comrie between the pipes. Marco Sturm, your seat is scintillating right now. There's no excuse. The new and improved Bruins. Geeky, that second line's not working. Hagens, 19 points. He doesn't work with this coaching staff. I mean, O'Reilly's on the 4th line getting more points than you. Pasta and Matthews leading the way. Poitras is positive, which is nice. I mean, he can just be a contributing member. That'd be nice. Guliev, offensive D-man. Yep. Bonk fitting in nicely. Pasternak's the captain now. I think I gave it to John Carlson. That's right. And look at Swayman. Those are Vezina numbers. I had given the captaincy to John Carlson, and then when I traded him away, they must have given it to Pasta. That's fine. We have cap space to make a move here. I need to figure out what the hell's going on with Hagens. Okay, the Bruins are back in the postseason. We have the Ottawa Senators. Interesting matchup. I remember that 2017 run the Sens had. It was Boston's first year back in the playoffs after missing 2 years in a row at that time. As we split the first 2 games. Not ideal. We're going to the CTC up north. Come on, Boston. Come on, Marco Sturm. Yes. Yes. I did make a change to that second line. I put Dorofeyev up there with Hagens and Geeky. And Swaydog posting a Vezina numbers at the deadline. The Habs. Okay, rematch. A heated rivalry as we lose game 1. Come on, Boston. Okay, we can make a comeback here. We're down 2-1 now. We just won game 3. Let's go. Just can't score. I have to make changes. Let me tinker with the lineup. And we overcome a 3-1 deficit. I tinker with the lines. Our special teams are not good enough. They're too mid. Second period. Suzuki ties and Shen and Geeky. Come on, Pasta and Matthews. We need you. You got the middle 6 involved. The bottom 6 with Shen. I put Braden Shen back in. Power play right here and now. Power play coach could be on the block. Power play for the Habs. Good survival. Good endure by the PK unit. We're going overtime. I believe we are. Resume. Come on, Matt. Tynan Lawrence. Public enemy #1 he's on my shit list. He's on my no draft list, and he says, "Wait a minute, Kaiser Soze." I think Sturm's done. Let's not fuck around. This team, we have our skilled players are getting older. Our best players are getting older, so I think it's time to find a coach that works. Second time back in the playoffs, and we get beasted in the second round. Habs win the cup. Okay, we lost the cup champion in 5, though. It wasn't even competitive. So maybe I should. There were some guys at the deadline that I could have acquired, but they just didn't quite make enough sense. Riley retires. Marchand retires. The Panther. Damn, so he lasts 5 years or 4 years, and then so he's got to be in his 40s. That's a pretty good run. Now, do I want to trade away our first round pick? Maybe we wait for next year's deadline then. Let's just draft. I think we'll wait for next year's deadline to see how the team performs with a new coach. We're going to be picking up a Swedish playmaker, Nicholas Backstrom comparison, Tomarin, 67 overall. Raymond Rousseau, do we just take a flyer on him? Medium elite, 48 overall, it's trade value. So either he or Del Monte could be on the block now. To pick up that stud goal scorer for us. Gregoire, Tyrone Gregoire. Top 4, okay, so we replaced that top 4 prospect we traded away, Gregoire, another gem. Let's just send. Okay, we are approaching the deadline. I realized I wasn't recording. We traded away Dorofeyev Forsberg. It was Dorofeyev and a top 6 playmaker prospect whose name I can't remember. He was 80 overall to Nashville, and I might have given up like a 5th for Forsberg, who is, I mean, he's blending in quite nicely with Matthews in his 2nd year on the team. And Pasta's like, so I mean, Pasta has to share the spotlight with Matthews now, but the line's clicking, and yes, so he's a plus. And Lees is looking good in his 2nd year on the team. Geeky, that 2nd line can just be positive. That's fine. Lindholm, that line's plugging along. We have some contracts. McAvoy, Zaka, Farabee will come off the books here. Minton looking like a plus. Yes, new coach with Hornos working beautifully. We traded away Lindholm to Dallas for a 2nd. They needed a defenseman. They wanted him. I'm thinking about acquiring another big name. We gave Bonk this long-term deal. He wanted like 7.4, so I got him down. I gave him that no trade protection. Gulyev, we gave this contract to. We're in a big year. We're in a big year. The goalies are doing their thing. We'll go to the trade deadline. I'll see what I can do to bolster this squad. I want to go all in, like big balls move, and then we'll deal with the fallout salary-wise in the off-season. When life gives you lemons, you wanted that big balls move, no extension in place. I'm gonna have to move off of Zaka, I think, but that's fine. He can be replaced by Kachuk. We can even bump Kachuk up to the top line. He only works in the bottom 6, but with X factors, I'm willing to take that risk. It's Matthew Kachuk. Elite X factors. They've only made the playoffs twice in 5 years. I might have to give up 2 firsts here. It's a pending UFA. We'll have to re-sign him. We can move off of some other guys if needed. Will this go through? Elite goalie prospect, 2 top 6s. I might throw in the elite playmaker prospect, Battaglia, if needed. Zaka and 2 picks for the first. Not too much to deliberate if you say so. Roster moves. I need to make another trade. 4 first-round picks. We don't have any first-round picks for the next 3 years. And Battaglia. There it is. 4 first. And Rousseau, or Battaglia rather, or Rousseau, the goalie prospect, for Matty Kachuk. So best lines down in the minors. I don't care about that team right now. It is go time, boys. Yes, indeed, it is go time. Kachuk will be on the power play. It's go time. Let's go, Bruins. The cup is coming back to the Beantown. No first round picks, but we're gonna be a good team. We still have some prospects coming up. McAvoy agreed to a $1 million pay cut. Will he accept this? Signing the contract now, Charles. Let us go. Forsberg could be a guy we move off of, depending on how much money's left. We have to re-sign Hagens. Let's wait. Hagens. Now, that's not bad. So 11, 22. 6.35 for Hot. I like that. So we're down to 16. Emery, how much do you want, son? Hold off. 7 mil? What is going on, bro? Latorno, talk to me. What are depth pieces? Play some good bottom 6 minutes for us. Poitras, good man, Poitras. So Kachuk, I want one of these guys has to come back if we're gonna make that deal worth it. I would like to be Kachuk, but he might want too much money. So we'll see. We shall see. Goalies, we are good. So McAvoy, if McAvoy accepts, that'll set us up beautifully to re-sign Kachuk and/or Forsberg. There it is. He accepts. So basically, we turned. Hagens accepts. There it is. And Latorno. We basically turned Zaka into Kachuk. Zaka and 4 firsts into Kachuk and Rousseau. So I think we still have Battaglia in our system. I short-term memory loss. Either Battaglia or Rousseau is still with us. So that's a medium elite trade value right there. The Atlantic Division has returned to the ownership of the Boston Bruins. I want to look at Kachuk. 110 points it said. What did you do since joining the team? Point a game. That line is filthy. Okay. And Forsberg still had a great season. +1's not ideal. Lindholm might be a PK thing. Hagens, there it is. Bounce back. Lee's so beautiful. He has one more year on his ELC. Geeky. I need to see how much Kachuk is commanding now. Point drop -9, not ideal. But for bottom 6 production, that's fine. And we have guys coming up. Cheap contracts coming up. Look at this team. Come on, boys. New coach Voodoo. City of Boston, I mean, they've had success in terms of being competitive, but they haven't won since 2011. Okay? Let's get back to the mountain. Philadelphia, they went deep. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Bonk's former team. And then we lose the first game. Of course we do. This team not scoring doesn't make any sense. Oh. What? Okay. I'm happy. Not gonna rage. No more raging today. I've screamed too much. Off camera. Like throughout the day. Not even related to this game. Second line's performing. Of course. Because this makes sense, right? So, this game is so poo-poo. Swayman, can you just stop a puck, please? 3 goals against is not good. So EA in its infinite wisdom put Kachuk on one of the PK lines as the center, because that makes sense. We've scored 1.3 goals per game. Martone with 2, Minton 4. What a failure of a season, bro. To make that big balls move and we're gonna get swept because we can't score. Incredible, bro. Incredible. 0 points for Matthew Tkachuk. 1 goal for Forsberg. What am I looking at? 0 points for Matthews. That's realistic, I suppose. Pasta. We couldn't score. How does Pasta have 0 goals? God. This is why I don't make aggressive moves like that, because this game doesn't reward you being aggressive. And you got some balls, bro. You got some balls, I'll give you that much. You got some brass balls. Big brass balls. Triple B, baby. Flyers win the cup. I would imagine they curb stomped us. What a failure of a season, bro. That's crazy. We got farther with Marco frickin' Stern as our head coach. Top 6s. Yo, scouts, can you wake up, bro? I have like A's and B's in the mix. Like, the best you can uncover is a top 6 D-man? Okay, Chucky. He agreed to a $1.5 million pay cut. The cap will go up. We're gonna get rid of Lindholm. I think we gotta say goodbye to Forsberg and EJ Emery on the back end, which I'm fine with. We have guys who can come up and play. Very disappointing, bro. But it's in the past now. We gotta look forward. We're gonna have to restaff the minor league coaching positions. Looks like. And Kachuk accepts. Farabee will come back. I can do this. And then Forsberg will be gone. We're gonna trade away Lindholm. And then Emery, most likely. I can't pay a bottom pairing guy $7 million. Okay, a depth forward in Bordelot, a second and a fourth for Lindholm. Get that salary off the team. We'll have $8 million to work with. We can actually make some moves. We might be able to re-sign Emery then, in that case. Can I get the fifth? Alright, so second for Lindholm. Thank you, Elias. Just salary cap crunch coming after us. I can actually maybe get Emery under contract now. Do I want to be paying him that much is the question. How about a second for Emery? Let's go through. There it is. Nice and easy, because we got some draft capital. 2 seconds this year to play with. 2 seconds next year. Maybe we can use that to move up into the first round. It'd be nice. Let me go to free agency. $8 million to play with. Look at this trooper, bro. That's why he's the captain. Look at him, big pay cut. How about 5.8 for 4 for Lees? We're gonna hold up on Geeky. Well, 10 mil? Yeah, we could bring back Geeky. Maybe I can negotiate with him. No, because then... Yeah, 10 mil. Quick maths. I mean, if he can take less, we'll have like 2 points something to fill out the team. Okay, year number 6. I sent down the Thomas Bordelot guy that we acquired in the Lindholm offload. Farabee and Minton have been moved to the bench. We can tag Farabee in, but I think I'm over Minton. I want to give our kids a chance. Hemming, Sfortsov, Tristan Bross we signed to this contract. We brought in JT Miller for a year at 2.6, I believe. I don't know what happened last year. I really don't. I don't know why this team just fell apart. Maybe we could use a playmaker. Maybe that's the problem. Do we go like this? Sniper. We have too many snipers though. Do we need a playmaker? Maybe we can move Geeky for another playmaker. Maybe to kind of balance out the scoring. I won't be afraid to move off of this line though. On postseason. Blue line, we assign McCabe to a year. I have to go like this, if I'm being honest. We give Shoots a chance, although we can always just, do we want to play two defensive D-men on one line? We'll rock like this to start. I can bump up Shoots. Lowry and McAvoy remain unchanged. Comrie will be let go after this year, most likely, and Sway Dog between the pipes once again. Now Monty's growing, which is nice. And with scratch, Leonov and Rousseau. I'll tag him in. Here's the minor league team. We need a forward down there. It looks like Lucamelis has been able to play. So we're fine. Depth-wise, we're fine. I don't even have to sign guys. We can just call up some of our kids. Another year, another playoff berth, and lo and behold, if my eyes do not deceive me, we have Kachuk's old team. Let's see. I think we do need a playmaker for that top 6. We have too many goal scorers. Minus Kachuk. We have too many snipers. As we split the first 2 games. Not bad. 4-1 is bad, but split is never a bad thing on the road. Come on, Boston. Yes! Boston! Do you believe? I'm talking like we're an underdog team. Beautiful. Swayman to the forefront. Back to the second round for the first time since year number 4. Who do we have? Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Our first matchup together since 2019, I believe. Split again, okay. Same Juju. 2-1 series lead for the the Bruins. We are... So it's 3-2, come on. No, back to the conference final. For the first time since 2019, the Bruins are in the conference final. Against Columbus, of course. Split again, deja vu. Come on, Boston. Boston! Boston! The time is now. Your time is up. Boston's time is now. We go to the Stanley Cup. Come on, Boston. No way. A rematch of 2011. Come on. Come on, Juju. Harry O'Reilly. Who else? Ray Bork. Phil Esposito. All the legends in the building. At home. Let's see. Oh no, the streets can't take it. Come on! Game 4, okay. Boston! The streets can't take it! The streets of Vancouver cannot take it! Kachuk and Miller, the Americans, the unbreakable Americans. Besser, another American. And who the hell is Carols? Pasta, I bumped Pasta down, I put Geeky on the top line. Pappy on the first line power play. Big kill here, big kill. Sway Dog, come on now, help your goalie. Kachuk, the unbreakable Americans. The unbreakable Americans. That's all that we needed. 5 minutes. 4. For the first time in 14 years, the Boston Bruins are gonna hoist Lord Stanley. The goalie goes to the bench for Vancouver. Empty net, Morgan Geeky. Off the side of the cage, come on Morgan. Shoot. A backhand, and Matthew Kachuk. Another goal. The unbreakable Americans. The Americans come to the forefront. You call them When you're in desperate times, desperate measures, the Americans come to the forefront. In hockey, anyway. Kachuk, just relentless. Relentless. Redemption as well after last year's debacle. Oh, there were questions. Media scrutiny. Oh, if Jack Edwards were still commentating, you could see this. See the Bruins now. You better call the fire department, the police department. The streets cannot take it. And Boston in their Pooh Bear jerseys are going to hoist the Stanley Cup.
This combination of stars, grinders, role players, they've all come together and have completed the dream of winning the Stanley Cup, Cheryl. Wow.
Everyone has to execute their role to the best of their ability to be able to hoist the cup. How many
This is an older team. I definitely want to do a live stream to see if we can't repeat. Pasta's 35, Pappy's 32, 33, Kachuk's 32, 33, Swayman. Look at those Herculean numbers, superhuman. McAvoy's in his 30s now, so we're kind of where we were at the beginning of the video, almost. We do have some depth pieces to support this aging core, so maybe one more run. I'll do it in a live stream. I want to end this video on a high note. Pasternak. Come get the Stanley Cup, son. Kachuk with his second. Happy winning a Stanley Cup as our first line center.
The first time to be able to hoist that cup is an incredible feeling. I can just imagine the emotion that's circulating through his veins. But he has done everything for this team, both on and off the ice. This is a deserved and earned moment.
Computer gave the seat to Pasta. I never formally handed it over to him. It's gotta be Charlie, right? Charlie, Matthews, and Kachuk? Well, we've seen Kachuk has won, but Pappy for sure.
Well, yeah, and there's a reason why everyone sticks around for this moment, because they want to see everyone touch the cup. Why? Because no matter what your role was, you are a part of a team that will hold the bond together forever.
Let's go Matthews. Gotta be Matthews. And then, do we go Hagens? Or Swayman, maybe? Maybe we go Swayman. Homegrown guy.
Wow, what can you say about this guy right here? An absolute stud from beginning to end in these playoffs and a deserving cup winner.
Yeah, and it certainly helps that he led in playoff points. I mean, every
You know
time
Matthews
he
had
stepped on the
a
ice,
Matthews had a great game. Kachuk had a great game. That's in one match. I bet he was over a point per game. Let us go. A couple of young guys here. Let's go Swayman. Swayman, please. Hagens could be cool. Let's go Swayman. Geeky. Loyal foot soldier. Just got an extension, but Swayman. Gotta be Swayman. Contentious negotiations in real life. He's a Stanley Cup champion now. Cannot take that away from him.
And he's the reason, James, that they're hoisting the cup.
Just a great moment when you become Stanley Cup champion.
Geeky, Pasta, and McAvoy, your leadership group, right up the middle. Beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations, Boston. The championship comes back to Beantown, where it belongs.
Just signifying that every player, every staff member was a key component to the win.
The Boston Bruins are Stanley Cup champions, and it was repetitive in terms of how the series started. I mean, we swept here. We went up 3-1 in this series, I believe. Yeah, 3-1 against Carolina, and we went up 3-1 against Florida. Just 3-1, 3. What a dominating performance. Stat Central. What can you say? Only 67 points for Matthews. Plus 30. Hagens a career year. Pure playmaker. You gotta find a score for him, and here's your score. Geeky. 27 goals. He just scores. JT Miller at the end of his career. I think we're gonna let him go. Lee's only 8% shooting, but he shoots the puck though. He's a goal scorer. He's 21. We locked him up. It's a bit of a down year for him. Skvortsov on the fourth line. It's all 5-on. I got some PP time. Looks like Letourneau finally making the team. Poitras figured it out as a bottom sixer. Bros for agent pickup. 8 points for Hemming. Maybe he's more of a physical presence. Let's see. 41 hits. Okay, in 41 games. Minton not bad. They probably let him go, and Beezer will be the 13th. McAvoy, 33. So at the tail end of his prime. Low rise gotta be what, 30 now? So we're still young enough to make another run for sure. Our star players are still going to be able to hold it down for us. McCabe was probably a 1 year, one and done. Yeah, he's cooked. Bonk and Schutz. I mean, if he caps out at 81, not the end of the world. Sway Dog and Comrade. I want to see how old. Kachuk's got to be 32, 33. Yeah, so we can go on another run though. Pasta's 35, top 6 now. Yeah, he might have like 2 good years. We know how he regresses. Kachuk only 51 points. He's 33 himself. Yeah, we can definitely go on another run. Oh, Vancouver. Pappy, look at that monster game. Can I look at your game splits? That game, like what? If you could do that in real life, the Leafs would have won a cup by now. 3 points, goal and 2 assists. 19 points for Chucky. Still franchise. Game logs. A hat trick. The empty netter was the hat trick. Incredible. Franchise. Yeah, we're good. We're good for at least like 1 or 2 more years. With Pasta, Kachuk, and Matthews. Geeky. And Chucky led us with goals too. Hagens, pure playmaker. No power play goals. Power play points. I reckon he was on the power play. Yeah, 3 power play points. Still, very good for him. He's figured it out. And we locked him up. Born leader he has. JT Miller. What a pickup. Lees. 12th overall pick. This guy. What's he up to now? 87 overall. He's arrived. The Torno. 4th line was a bit rough. 0 points for Hemming. Okay. How many hits? We were physical presence at least. 19 hits in 24 games? 20 games? Okay. About to hit a game. Mac. Lowry. Yeah. This is Bruins hockey. We got European a bit, but in terms of the size and the physicality, yeah. Look at those numbers from Swayman. Guys, this was great. I'm going to do a live stream for sure. The Bruins the baby Bruins make the playoffs. They did. I want to see if we can repeat. Piper has potential. Luck and Malice just can't crack our team. Oh, he's 80. I mean, he can replace a JT Miller, maybe. New Schwanner has to come up. He's stuck at 79, but we've seen him. We know what he's capable of. So he can come up next year, too. Just call everyone up. Maybe he sits on the bench, maybe, but we always trade away Farabee if we have to. Blue line, there's really no one. Tamu. Growing just can't crack our team. Yeah, 76, 77. They're stuck. So we definitely need some prospects for the future, especially as these guys get older. But guys, this was great. We got it done. Stanley Cup champions, the Boston Bruins, back. The championship comes home to Beantown. We are going to tackle the 8th overall team. I can't recall on the top of my head. I think it's Pittsburgh. Ooh, that should be fun. Pittsburgh. Ooh, that'll be spicy. With Gino and Sid near the end of their careers and Letang. Like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. LG coming up soon. Your boy going to center. Selkie 3D. I can do it all, baby. I'll see you in my next video / live stream. So long for now.